The capital of Iceland is a feast for the eyes. But today, we're trading in the city lights for a much more remote culinary challenge. That's Snorri Sigfusson at the wheel, one of my best chef friends. The original plan was simple: drive deep into the West Fjords, set up an open fire, and cook together. We were heading straight for the end of Hjallfjordur, the Whale Fjord, and Hotel Glimmer. Snorri's brother Friedrich and his chef friend Alexander are opening this hotel, and we arrived to find it under full renovation. With every kilometer, the landscape got wider, colder, and the wind, the infamous Icelandic wind, got stronger. The clock was ticking. We finally pulled up, and the sun was gone. The wind had ruled out the open fire, and Snorri handed the reins over to Chef Alexander. We were dark, below freezing, and equipped with nothing more than a simple gas grill. But this episode is about more than the meal. It's about the journey of a small-town chef, leaving home, learning the world's big lessons, and coming back to redefine his roots. And speaking of cooking, it looks like it's time to adapt.
Chef Chris Holen from What Do You Want to Cook? On this episode of What Do You Want to Cook, believe it or not, we traveled all the way to Iceland. We are outside of Hotel Glimmer at the end of Hjallfjordur. How'd I do?
That's right. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're about an hour and 20 minutes, slightly west or northwest of Reykjavik, and Hotel Glimmer has been closed for a number of years. Is under renovation and will be opening up again in next month.
Next week.
Next week.
Hopefully.
I'm with Chef Alexander Alvin, who grew up on the east coast of Iceland. Tell me about that.
Yeah. I grew up in a very small town called
Hup.
Yeah. We can say Hornafjörður. It's like the fjord, and we say Höfn í Hornafirði. It's pretty complicated. Yeah, it's southeast of Iceland, and yeah, that's where I grew up. It was great to been raised up there and be born, and it's a very special place. Small town, 2,000 people, and I lived there until I was like 22 years old.
Okay.
And next year I'm gonna move back home. It's time to come back home.
That's
so,
excellent. Well, we're gonna get into more of that.
Here
in a minute. While we're cooking, I want to hear the whole story. Like, I'm sure there's a whole reason you want to move back home. But my question for you right at this moment in time, we came all the way out here. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's below freezing right now. Hence that. I'm representing, by the way. And my question for you is right now, what do you want to cook? My name is Chris Holen. For the past 25 years, I've had the privilege of calling Astoria, Oregon home. It's a place that's authentically reinventing itself and bringing about new life. And it's all happening through the incredible people that live here. They're making a difference, one meaningful act at a time. And that's not just an Astoria story, is it? It's a common thread intertwined through every thriving community around the world. Whether it's a small town or a big city, it's powered by its people. Folks dedicated to putting good out into the world. Now, What Do You Want to Cook? We're bringing these stories right into my kitchen. This show is about connecting with the heart of the community, no matter where you are. We'll cook dishes that tell a story. We'll explore how these guests are making a difference. And we'll discover together why these moments of connection are so vital in today's world. It's a cooking show, a talk show, and a celebration of good people. So, what do you want to cook? And what stories do you want to tell?
So we have some beef entrecote.
Entrecote.
From the farm Sogn here in Hvalfjörður.
I understand that's a dairy cow.
Yeah, that's a dairy cow.
It's going to reach its final destination, our plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have the traditional Icelandic leg of lamb.
And I hope, just so you know, we don't have very good lighting here, and I'm traveling light. Traveling light, L-I-T-E. Anyway, so
I think you should show them the light we have.
Yeah, so we don't have a lot of light. Look at that bad boy. That's kind of what we're working with. So we're doing the best we can, and hopefully get some good views. Sorry. So leg of lamb.
Yeah, it's like the traditional way, like Sunday roast. It's just olive oil, salt and pepper, put in the oven for a very long time, and then we are gonna finish it on the grill.
Excellent. And then we're going to serve that, just do some side dishes. Being,
yeah, grilled cabbage, grilled broccolini, and
nice.
No bullshit.
No
no bullshit.
It's really simple, right? I mean, this is how you traditionally would just make leg of lamb, right? That's what we do. That's what you do here.
And we don't really like bullshit, you know. At least the older generation and also me, it's like, you know, a lot of meat.
All right, so what do we got going?
So it's the beef going on, grill. Cabbage.
Truth be told, we're cooking for about 8 people tonight.
Yeah.
Again, we're at a hotel that has been closed for a number of years. It was most recently occupied by a number of Ukrainian immigrants. Iceland kind of safe passage will help some folks out in the meantime. And now it's time to get this place reopened as a hotel. Alexander, what have you been doing the past? You said you left at 20. What have you been doing the last 10, 12 years?
So, like, I was working in a restaurant in Hub, and my friend called me and he was like, yeah, I have this, you know, storage room for free if you want to come. Yeah, and I just moved to Reykjavik and I started to study the chef, went to school.
Okay. Did you go to the school? You went to school at Reykjavik?
Yeah, I went to school. Went to work first as a student. Then I went to school, then back to student. Then the COVID hit. Then I was moved to another place, Hilton, Reykjavik. So I started in Slipparinn, Marina Hotel in Reykjavik. Had a really good time there, learned some things, had a lot of fun time. But then, when I moved to Hilton, I started to learn a lot, you know, how to become a chef.
Okay.
But I also were working in Hub for some time. Then I moved to Borgarnes, like out of the city, after like 7 years in Reykjavik.
Okay.
And I like it kind of. I'm born in Hub, so I like these small communities. I like these small towns. I don't like to be in the big cities. It's not my style. So yeah, I moved to Borgarnes, living there now for like 2 years, and now it's my time to go back home and open up my own restaurant.
It's time to go home.
Yeah, time to go home.
Time to go home.
And you know, you feel so old when you say it. It's like,
I know.
You know, I'm 30. You know, I'm getting old, but I still feel like I'm 10-year-old kid.
Right.
You know,
it's funny. We did a story a few episodes back where we talked about like the value of like keeping, trying to find ways, education opportunities for our young people to maybe they might move away, go to college, get a degree, gain some experience, but we want them to come back, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's really
it's very important, and it's also, you know, of course, if you are raised up in a small town, you know, everything is much cooler in the city. Everything is like, you know, I'm from the city, and you're like, oh, I'm from this small town. Why am I not from the city?
Yeah.
But then, you know, people go there and study and work and live, and I think a lot of people think like, wow, I'm so grateful for being raised up in this small town. Even if they don't come back, you know, like they are always proud of it, to be raised up in a small town. But some of the people come back. But I think it's also like we need more people to come back to this. Yeah. Like for me, it was always like I would always like to raise my kid up in my small town because it was freedom.
Yeah.
Like your parents just go out and you could do whatever you want.
Right.
Nobody was worrying about you.
Right. What do you feel like going away, going out into the world, going to the big city? You've traveled quite a bit. For work, it's taken you a lot of places, as I understand it. Yeah. Tell me about that. Your travel.
Yeah. I had this like I've been to 3 trips as a private chef in a private jet.
Okay.
So I've been like 2 times around the world. And yeah, I've traveled. I just need to go to Antarctica to get all the to get all the world. But yeah, it's crazy opportunity, and it's crazy to get to see the world.
Yeah.
Because like when you're raised in this small town, you can't imagine when you're that young that all this world is
Right.
is really happening.
Right, and what do you feel like? So you've been out there, you've seen the world, seen some stuff, had a ton of experience. You've learned a lot of things.
Yeah.
You went to college or culinary school.
Yeah.
How do you feel that's made you the person that can go home now and make a positive impact in the community that you grew up in?
I'm ready to go home and just show people that show people what I learned and what I experienced and what I can bring to them.
Right.
Some new food ideas, something new, something interesting.
Right.
You check on that.
Again, we're trying to get the best shots we can. We're a little limited on light.
We are even happy if we have internet.
Yeah, right. I gave new meaning to traveling light. Traveling light less, actually, apparently.
It's actually the grill is
we'll
on.
See how we do.
Yeah, the grill is on full blast, but the cold wind is cooling it down pretty fast. But we're doing our best.
We are doing our best.
Yeah.
So so right now, we're at Hotel Glimmer.
Yeah.
Which is undergoing a renovation, a reinvention.
Yeah.
Kind of a Icelandic retro type vibe.
Yeah,
It's a 22 room hotel. I would say the country, I guess in the countryside, but the end of the fjord. Iceland has undergone this big, I would say transformation, but this kind of reinvigoration, this opportunity presented itself a number of years ago during the economic crisis and downturn to show the world how rad it is and how cool it is, like and kind of like show it off. And so many people are coming here from around the world. How do you feel about that?
For me, it was always normal when I was growing up, and I didn't really realize how amazing it is. But now I have a girlfriend from Czech Republic, so she is even taking me to some places in Iceland. I feel much more proud of it, and realizing how much we have, like how beautiful our nature is. There is something special here.
Right. You move away, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's so cool, and you see it through someone else's eyes, right?
Yeah.
I brought a group here. I don't know, maybe 2 years ago on a road trip, and I'd done it. I've been here like a number of times, but I love to show off this country. It's not my country, but I love to show it off, and I love to see the reactions of people's faces when they see these massive waterfalls. And there's like little tiny volcanoes on the side of the road, and sitting in the hot springs. I mean, it's a really wonderful place.
It's also, you can see like you can get summer, winter, autumn, and spring in the one day.
Right.
It can snow and then sun and.
Last time I was here, I feel like I got a sunburn one day, followed by a torrential downpour, like soaked to the bone for the next 2 days, right?
You never know what will happen next. So.
Yeah, right.
And it's what we say in Icelandic. It's like þetta reddast. It's all gonna be okay.
All right, we're gonna get inside. We're gonna enjoy some dinner. Yeah. We have some other folks here. We're gonna meet some other folks. Our friend Friedrich.
Yep.
My good friend Snorri Sigfusson, who is really the reason I keep coming back to Iceland. Selfishly, we want to hang out. He's brought me back here a lot of times. He's been to Astoria, by the way. If you hadn't had a chance to have a dinner when Snorri has visited, or some of our other Icelandic friends in Astoria, that's a really wonderful opportunity to learn about this country. Or if you haven't been to Iceland, you've kind of been here now. Just come to Iceland. Just come to Iceland.
Come and grill with us in -10.
Yeah, there you go. Ali.
Go crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty cold. Alexander, thanks for Thanks for cooking with me.
Hey,
oh,
come.
we need a hug.
It's a hug. That's
Of
good.
course.
We made new friend,
Thank you
Chef
so-
Alexander Alvin from
Thank you so
Hup.
much. Yeah, from Hub.
And us heading home in the next year, heading back home
Yeah.
for an opportunity
Yeah.
that's presented itself, and an opportunity to return home and make a new contribution to the community that contributed to him growing up, I imagine.
Of course. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to sit down and have dinner at the table with a bunch of other friends.
So we are having entrecote from Sogn in Hvalfjörður. We're having leg of lamb from the east, from the family of Frikki and Snorri. Baked potatoes, grilled cabbage and broccoli. And then in the end we have like whipped skyr with lemon and salt, and salt-baked rutabaga and red beets, and dill, and very crunchy walnuts.
Please tell us how you and Snorri actually met, because it is part of who you are, Chris, why you're an amazing person, and the things that how you actually became a very good friend just by being the person you are.
Well, there are two different stories.
Yeah, which one's
It's Chris's story and it's my story.
Which one is PG-13 and which is PG-18?
we might have a
Neither
different-
one of those. No.
I've been accused of having a different recollection.
Part of getting old, I guess.
It's part of getting old. That's right, at least I get this to look forward to. Look how handsome this guy is.
Yeah, hey. Cheers, guys. Big Jim.
Cheers.
Big Jim.
Cheers.
Yeah.
That was good. Yep. Cheers.
I'm one lucky guy.
So here's the story. In about, I think we've decided that it was around 2010. I came to Iceland for the very first time. I came with my brother, who was speaking at a conference in Akureyri, North Iceland, the capital of the north, right? I'd taken this ferry out to this island looking for blue Icelandic mussels, and that's a whole other story. But when I got back off, I get back in the car, and I see a sign that says brewery with an arrow, as you do. I followed the arrow and pulled up to a brand new, what appeared to be a purpose-built brewery. Big sign in front says Caldi, established 2006. So I wandered in the door, and then I meet this young guy named Siggy.
Yeah.
And Siggy was like 19 years old, and he tells me this story about how his father was a fisherman for 25 years, and his body was beat up, and he couldn't really do it anymore, and looking for a change and something new to support his family, support his town. And I said, well, where can I find your beer? He said, well, we're part of a tasting menu tonight at a restaurant called Laxdal Shush.
Laxdal Sus, yeah.
Laxdal Shush in Akureyri, and if it's probably busy tonight, but if you can get in, you got to go there and eat. So I went back to Akureyri, found my brother, hopped in the car, went and found this restaurant called Laxdal Shush, and walked in the front door, and the place was packed. There was a conference in town, as I mentioned before, and I told the guy at the door, I said, I understand you have a tasting menu featuring Caldi beer. Is that a possibility? He said, we're really full, but if you're having that, I'm going to make you some room. And he went back and he actually cleared space, added another table, and he's like, let me seat you right now. I said, just bring the menu. We want to try all the beers, we want to try the food, and this and that. And we sat there for the entire evening. We enjoyed this meal really slowly and savored every bit of it until the entire place was empty. And we look around and realize there's only people there. So I started talking to the waiter. His name was Ragnar. We started chit-chatting. He said, it's my girlfriend and I started this restaurant. I think they mentioned they had a partner, something like that. She's the chef and I'm the head waiter. And I said, you know, this place is unbelievable. He said, well, come back. I want you to meet my girlfriend in the kitchen. I was like, great. This place was so fantastic. And I went back in the kitchen and said hello, and I met Drifa,
Yeah.
young Icelandic chef. Told her how wonderful the meal was, and I met another fellow in the kitchen named Snorri. And I never actually figured out the whole story until later, and this goes back to where I was saying you always support other people and what they're looking for, and never once mentioned, and I don't think I even learned this till a couple years later, that you were actually a partner
He was a partner in
And
the
we're
chef.
acting as sous chef to give them the opportunity to run their own restaurant and see what it's like. Is that accurate?
Yeah,
True.
correct. Yeah.
And the things that it sounded like a completely different story when you met Ragnar, and actually you wanted to meet his partner, the chef, and that would be Snorri. Snorri.
No. So yeah,
How does it
Drífa
go?
was the head chef. She was at the time seeking a career as a chef, and she was amazing, doing good stuff. I was just helping her out and supporting her, and yeah,
That's the impression.
it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
So I politely asked this, I'm not doing anything for the next couple of days. Would you mind if I just show up tomorrow and hang out in your kitchen for a couple of days? And you can put me to work, and I want to learn from you guys and just see what's happening here in Iceland. I'm fascinated by the cuisine, and I saw the opportunity to learn something about Icelandic cuisine. So I showed up the next day. I think at a particular time, no one was there, and I kind of just loitered outside for maybe an hour until people started showing up. And I ended up spending the whole weekend in the kitchen.
Can I tell my part of the story now?
Yeah, no, please, yeah. How did it really go? My wife always tells me that she remembers things differently. And my father always tells me that the truth is so limiting.
I believe her.
So what's your recollection?
Well, my father tells me like, never ruin a good story with the truth. Yeah. So, but yeah, this is my recollection of how I met Chris. I was sitting in the kitchen, then Ragnar came in and running as well. And he was like, "There's a really strange person at table 9." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, what do you mean strange?" He was like, "Yeah, he's like taking a bite of everything. He's having a tasting menu, and he's closing his eyes and chewing." And I was like, "Okay, is this strange good or bad?" He was like, "I don't know. I'll get back to you." And he ran off, and we're like, "Oh, okay, what? Okay, figure this out." Then Chris comes in the kitchen. It's like, and like you said, exactly like I experienced it. Like, "Hey, I'm here with my brother, and on this trip randomly, I really loved your food. I love what you're doing here. I like your menu. I dig it. Is it possible that I can stay with you for the next couple of days or the weekend?" And we're like, "Yeah, no stress. Let us clean up and let's have a talk later." And we finished 1 or 2 bottles of Japanese whiskey and went downtown and drank some beers. And we were like, "Yeah, show up tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Yeah, sure." The next morning, hung over like never before. We came in at 10 o'clock, everybody late. Starting like turning on the kitchen, everything on, everybody like, making coffee, just trying to get through the morning. And somebody says like, "Yeah, do you remember the American last night?" We're like, yeah. Yeah, he was gonna show up and do some prep with us. And we're like, "Yeah, he's at his hotel room right now, just crying in his bed and whatever." But we were like, yeah, definitely, yeah. He's like hungover as fuck. Then we got a knock on the door, like, and it was Chris. We were like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" He had like 6 coffee cups, like freshly made, and hey, hi guys. We were like, "Hey." Somebody says like, "Hey, we thought that you were not gonna show up." He was like, "I was here 9 o'clock this morning. Where the fuck were you guys?" We're like, "Okay." We're like, "Oh shit." Okay.
This is a story that I heard, so I think it's closer to the truth. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were like, "Okay, hey,
Then we
this
knew
guy's
you were
serious."
serious chef.
Yeah, and we were like, "Okay, can you do some prep? This and that."
Runs on time. This train runs on time.
We were all late, and yeah.
Good way to make a first impression.
You gotta hide your pain.
Here you go, buddy.
Cheers, man. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sure.
Cheers.
Skål.
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 Pleasure to be with you all.
Nastravi.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of What Do You Want to Cook? We've been really fortunate. This is kind of a very rare opportunity. We're hanging out in a hotel that's not even open yet, with the innovative people that are bringing it back to life. And one of my, I would say, best Chef Friend Snorri, Sigfusson, and
you inspire me every day. I think about stuff that I learn from you. Thank you very much. Thank you for dinner. Thanks for having us. And folks, if you're enjoying our content, please hit the subscribe button. Share it with your friends. Share the stories and share the goodness. And thanks again for joining us.
I come to Iceland.
Come to Iceland.
That's right.
Yeah.
Skål, skål.
Skål. Thank you for watching.
Go.
What do you want to cook?